Hello, welcome to CCI TV, and here today we're with three special guests.
Hello, I'm Liz Spencer and I'm from Exeter Cathedral.
I'm Neil and I'm an artist, multimedia artist.
And I'm Jona and I work with him.
So we're just going to ask you a few questions about your project and why it started. I think the best place to start is what are you actually doing at the moment in the cathedral?
Okay, what's happening with this project is that we are making 1,000 small wax sculptures, but it's not us that's making them, it's 1,000 people from all around Exeter. Today we're at Exeter College, but we've been to lots of different locations, and I'll pass you to the lady Liz who commissioned us to explain why we're doing that.
So this is one project out of 14 different projects that has been funded through the National Lottery Heritage Fund to help to get more people involved with the heritage of the cathedral. The cathedral has lots and lots of objects in our stores and just in the building itself that are really fascinating, but lots of people don't get to experience them. So what we wanted to do was to work with artists to make those things more open. So the inspiration for this particular project is a wax votive that was found in the cathedral after the bombing in 1943, and it's about 550 years old. It's made of wax, it's hollow, so it's way too fragile to get out of our store. Oh yes, there we go. So what we wanted to do was actually to use that as an inspiration to then create something new.
Have you come across any struggles during this project? Is there anything that has been particularly difficult?
I think, making 1,000 things with 1,000 people is a struggle, but it's happening and it's happened extremely well. We've achieved it. We're now at 750 votives in, and we've got enough, I think, time to do the rest. But what's lovely is the struggle we thought was just getting the numbers, and actually we didn't realise how deep people would go with the making of it. So we thought we'd have to be almost like a production line of making 1,000 things. What's happened is 1,000 people have spent time making something meaningful, really meaningful, and we've actually had the privilege of being on hand and hearing their stories. So, I would say for all of us, as we've worked with people, we've probably heard at least a third to a half of what people have had in their story through the making, which has been amazing. So yeah.
I think possibly we thought that the hardest thing might be to get 1,000 people to do this in the time that we had. But actually, we're bang on target with that. People are really willing to be part of this. And the most common thing that people say at the end of making something is, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity," which is actually another thank you. That's really lovely. Possibly the biggest struggle is going to be how we hang this thing up. We haven't got to that yet, so I'll let you know. Watch this space.
And I think for people's personal struggle has been time, actually. And it's the time before they start, they think, I don't have any time. Often, we worked in the library and everyone we spoke to pretty much said, oh, I don't have any time today to do that. And then when we stopped them, they stayed for an hour, 2 hours, a couple of them. So I think that's the thing for a lot of people. We don't give ourselves time. As a culture, we've become very busy, and it's really quick and it's really easy to do things and rush things. But actually to stop someone in their tracks, which is what I think an artist should be doing, and our role is to disrupt normal living and make someone spend time thinking about where they are, what they're doing, what this is all about. I think what we've done is done that in a really, really effective way. It's been really quite powerful.
I think one of the struggles, as Neil says, is going to be to come, because obviously putting anything into a historic building can be quite tricky, so we have to be really careful. We have to get archaeological inspections if we're going under the ground. We have to get structural engineers surveys and things if we're going onto the pillars, so there's going to be lots of technical stuff to deal with.
Well, I have quite a fun question actually. Have you guys made a statue yourself, and what would you make it of if you haven't?
Oh, you start, Liz. You start.
So, I have cajoled and inveigled hundreds of people to make theirs. I have yet to make mine. It's sitting there in my lounge. I have got lots of ideas about it. But yes, I can't make the first mark. So, and the more I've thought about it, the harder it's got. So I would encourage you to just dive in and do it straight away.
So Liz will definitely get the prize for the person who has thought the most about their votive sculpture before actually making it. She will definitely win that prize. I did make one on the very first workshop that we ran. I actually made one myself because I wanted to experience that, to be able to help other people to think about how they went about it. So the answer to your question is that it was about my daughter, to give thanks for my daughter, but in particular that she's just completing a fashion degree. And so I turned my votive into pleated fabric, which represents her completion of her degree.
And my answer's not dissimilar to Liz's. So I haven't. I've cast 1,000 wax votives for everyone. I've been preparing it all, and I've nearly completed that. And I wanted to have that done before I could even think about it. So I haven't done it. I haven't thought about it. And there are various things that are bubbling away. So that's to find out. That's not done yet.
I'm going to ask the interviewers a question because you've both just turned up here today and said that you will partake in this and that you will make something, but you haven't quite done it yet. So just tell us, from your perspective, what is it like when these two artists that you've never met say to you, can you spend some time making a small sculpture of something that you're grateful for? How does that feel?
I think, personally, speaking for myself, not going to speak for Lily, it's a learning curve. We don't do art. Art isn't really a big thing in my life, but I like to try everything at least once. I like to give my thanks. I'm a very thankful person, and I'd like my thanks to be not known to a wide audience, but I'd like my thanks to be put out there more than just words. How about you?
Well, I thought it was quite a fun idea. I think as a student at the moment it's quite stressful with like exams and like, you know, the end of college coming up, and like what you were saying about like people need to remember they have time. It was like a nice like, oh, like this is a nice break of the day and it's a nice thing to do, and it kind of, like you said, it does reassure you that like there is time in your day to do nice things like this and appreciate things. So I just thought it was quite a fun, cool idea actually. Have you got any more to say at all, or any final words?
We've got another 3 days booked in where we're running workshops with, again, completely different groups of people, as Jona was saying earlier. And we are genuinely really excited about assembling all of this. We're going to use the form of a swarm of bees to assemble the cluster of all of these, because we've employed 160 million bees in gathering the wax for this project. And so we're really celebrating the Devon. They're all Devon bees. It's all Devon beeswax. We're celebrating that as well. That's my closing remarks.
Well, my closing remark is to come and see it. So at the end of May, it will be up, and then
which
it'll be up for a week. 31st of May will be the opening, and then it will be up for a week following.
Liz, how's it been working with Jona and Neil?
Actually, it's been terrific. You know, we've worked with lots of artists through different parts of the programme, and they've all been very different. Some of them have been very serious, some of them, like these two, have been an awful lot of fun. So yeah, it's been a terrific experience. What I would say as the final thing is that if anyone doesn't get to do make a votive today, we will be at the Cathedral on the 7th of May. And Exeter College students, if you've got your student card, you can come into the Cathedral and you can fill in a form and you can get a residence card, which means that you can come into the Cathedral for free. So I just say, yeah, come. Make all your friends come. Everybody, come. We need them all.
Thank you very much.